Good morning, Sean Dan Myers here. Another quick video from my couch. It's pretty early in the morning, but I felt the need to make this video, and this video is simply titled "The Credit Truth." The truth about credit. So, what is this video about? It's basically just to bring light about some common sense principles of credit that a lot of people just, for whatever reason, due to insecurity or financial situations or whatnot, they kind of discredit credit. They kind of push it on the back burner because they feel as though they messed up their chance at the credit game and all of that stuff, and it's not true. So for one credit situation, a lot of people with messed up credit, they kind of jump to the defensive when you bring up something about credit or credit repair. They go into a state of denial. They'll say things like, my credit messed up. I can wait 7 years to let this fall off. And one thing to think about that is, like, it's a childish mindset. In 7 years, do you realize how much growth that can occur in your life within 7 years? Or, you're on a bad side of credit, it can be 7 years of misery. You may not, credit will stop you from getting a job, from being able to get a vehicle, of course. Being able to get auto insurance, and yes, credit repair does. There is a score that the auto insurers look at that's based off of your credit score, which is called an auto score. But that's for another video. But yeah, it's like credit plays a role in just about every part of your life. So it's like, if you do mess your credit up, it's not a coincidence that, credit repair is a thriving business. It's because of the fact that companies make most of their money off of people with bad credit. And how do they do that? They basically, if I had a 700 plus, 800 plus credit score, anywhere I go, for that same account that I apply for a car or whatnot, that you go on to apply for with the, under 600, even in the 400s, you get that same car, that same account with 20 plus, percent interest on that account. And how that plays off is like, your monthly payment that I would pay would be double for you, because you basically, most of the money that you paying on your monthly car note is just going straight to interest. And maybe, say if your car note was $600, only $100 of that may be going to principal. And usually with the predatory lending companies, they don't even give you the option to pay directly to principal, because it's like you've been like outcasted for that option based on the fact that you're a credit master. They know you was desperate to get that car, so you basically gonna abide by any rule that they set in place for you. And that's the thing, when your credit bad, it's like everything you do, you almost do out of desperation. It's things that you couldn't afford with credit. Now that you don't have any credit, you still basically trying to live that life that you have good credit, or still getting these accounts, and you can't get an apartment and all this other stuff. So what you end up doing is going on these Facebook groups, going on asking family members and friends to co-sign on loans, becoming somebody's roommate, and all this stuff. Is like, realistically speaking, no matter how much a person with bad credit wants to deny it, like, it's something that eats away at your conscience. No matter how much you try to ignore it, like you know, you can be watching TV and an advertisement you're coming across, you know, Memorial Day sale, whatever kind of sale they offering, you know, 0% interest for, you know, the entire life of your loan. You automatically like I wish I could, you know, do that. And truth be told, you could, like in a, you know, in a short period of time. You know, under 6 months, usually you can, you know, basically get everything on your credit that's negative deleted, included, you know, late payments and even, you know, court judgments and liens and stuff like that. You know, all that stuff is nothing but, you know, somebody paid small claims court $60 or whatnot to open up a case and serve you a letter, and you know, they had the little 10-minute hearing, and then, you know, if you don't have a lawyer, of course you want to get ordered by the judge to pay back that money or whatnot. But the truth about that, you know, that can be appealed and that can be deleted off your credit report. They're only getting away with things like that is based on the fact that they're taking advantage of your lack of knowledge about the credit system, about the legal system, about the laws in place to protect you. So that same case or that same judgment that you want, you know, child support is the same thing. You know, how can a court tell you, put a lien on your credit for, you know, $11,000 or whatnot for a child that you brought into this world? It's like no matter how much you want to deny it, life is a game of finances. Like the ones that master the game is the ones that, you know, become successful faster. The ones that don't, you know, the lower income housing, and you got to deal with the issues that come along with that. And this video is not to, you know, down talk anyone or anything like that. It's just about opening your eyes and to kill the denial of the realities of credit. You know, a lot of people, you know, push down credit repair and things like that. It's like they usually, when I talk to someone, they usually dealt with somebody before that didn't really know about credit, but it's like out of desperation they became a client with that person, and that person basically took their money and it was like, that's it, you know, never contacting them again. And it's like, from a common sense standpoint, you don't never, you know, give anyone all of your personal information without any kind of proof that they actually run a business or they have legal contracts and different things in place that you can see and read upon ahead of time to protect yourself. Because once that information is in someone else's hand, they can use that information for whatever, and, you know, they can virtually mess your credit up even worse by putting, you know, accounts in your name. And, you know, it's just some, you know, predators out here. It's like it's predators for everything. Like, no matter, for every positive thing that can happen in life, there's someone always doing the opposite of that. There's always someone trying to scheme. There's always someone trying to take advantage of what you don't know. And that, you know, this was just a quick video to just to say that realize the power that credit have in your life. It affects every single thing that you do, whether you notice or not, directly or indirectly. Stop putting off on hold. You know, if you need your credit fix, you know, text me right now, 202-491-5033. Again, that's 202-491-5033. You know, outside of credit, I do trade lines as well. Trade line, it's boom. You can't get a proof of account, you know, contact me, add a trade line to your account to boost your credit utilization rate, and also, you know, your payment history and all that stuff. You know, I got a fix for everything in credit, because it's like, it was a time when my credit was just shot, and out of desperation I learned how to do these things. So take what you heard in this video, and I hope you learned something. See you next time. Sean D. Myers.